friend won't stop pushing my child-free boundaries and ruin our dinner. Many years ago, I, 37, had my first frenemy. Never had one before, so my autistic ass didn't recognize the issues or patterns in her and just assumed my weird brain was picking up on something that wasn't there. This incident opened my eyes, and I'm so happy to say she's no longer in my life. All the time we knew each other, she spoke about how much she wanted kids and even wanted to adopt, in addition to having her own. I thought that was great and a genuinely heartwarming plan. She, however, absolutely hated that I didn't want children. Every few months, she'd push the subject. Tell me I was weird, I was broken, I'll change my mind. It irritated me, but I never snapped at her over it because she was my friend. I just assumed it was my brain being sensitive and tried to keep the discussions matter of fact and civil. Welp, I got sick of that shit after a few years of it. The final throwdown. At our friend's wedding, of all places, she decides to ambush me again. This time at the dinner table with my partner, a combination of our other friends and strangers, who are all trying to hear the speeches. That's when she decided to crack into this old chestnut, from across the whole table, no less. I was pissed. I kept my temper and tried to divert her attention back to the whole reason we're there, that whole wedding thing. After poking and prodding and seeing she's getting nowhere, she finally just gets an eating smirk and says, "Well, I hope you get pregnant," and goes to turn back around. So she wishes something upon me. I have many, many, many times said I want nothing to do with it. That's when it clicked, oh, she's not my friend. So from across the table, I loudly reply, "Why would you wish I'd have to get an abortion? That's so F up to wish on someone." People at other tables heard. She flamed up bright red and, after a minute, left the table in a fluster. She came back after dinner had already been served, so hers was ice cold. She tried coming at me for how that made her look, and what was wrong with me. I blasted her again with every reason I'd given her for years about why I didn't want children. Not that you need any reason to make that decision for yourself, but I have some really good reasons. PTSD and genetic reasons. So why on earth would she wish for me to get pregnant and have a child with a potentially very poor quality of life, or to have to get an abortion? What the F is wrong with you? The final straw for our friendship was actually when she complained to a mutual friend about me being dramatic over a very real breast cancer scare because she has tit cysts and somehow I don't deserve any sympathy, but that's a whole other story.